So Arsenal have just absolutely done everything I expected Arsenal to do tonight. We talk, and then do nada. Mikel Arteta talks a good game and doesn't implement a good game. Our players do their talking on the pitch, apparently. Okay, really. Mad, absolutely mad. And where do we even begin to dissect this performance? Because it's not a surprise anymore. Like, we go into football matches and we knew they were a good team. People were underestimating them. When we got the draw, everyone was going, "Oh yeah, we're gonna win the Europa League. We're gonna be in the final." Really, like, real talk. Slavia Prague got what they deserved, which was a draw, because we weren't good enough to beat them. The result was fair, and the game was a shambles. Let's be honest. No fight, no intensity. It looks like the players are down tools. The manager, the biggest surprise for me tonight, by the way, was that he had the club zip up top on, instead of his Prada. He don't normally wear the club colours. Maybe he should have stayed with Prada. And it was just an absolute disgrace. It's a disgrace. Listen, people will sit there and try and put a positive spin on it, like, "Oh, we're still in the tie." We have just got what we deserved, and that felt like the Olympiacos second leg. And after that second leg last season, when this manager knocked us out, I sat there and I weren't even angry. We deserved to get knocked out to Olympiacos. They deserved to win the tie. And tonight, they deserve to get a draw. And they're fully in the driving seat. And it's not a shock to me anymore. Listen, this manager has got everyone on strings. I don't know what it is about this manager that people think that they can somehow see progression. They can see patterns of play. They can see a process. There is no process. It's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Nicola Pepe put us in the lead, and I was like, yes, come on. Of all players, it was him, because I ain't tapped out on him. He's been so disrespected by Unai Emery and by Mikel Arteta. And by the way, Unai Emery won away from home 1-0 tonight. Clean sheet settings. Don't put it past him to win this tournament, by the way. And seriously, I'm not even angry. Not even angry. Yeah, it was just typical Mikel Arteta performance. Limp, lackluster, slow, methodical, predictable, boring, whatever words you want to put on it. It was just an absolute disgrace from start to finish. He said in his press conference after the game against Liverpool, "Don't worry, we'll make sure we fight and we'll make sure we're ready for Thursday." Really? Are people going to start waking up to this guy yet? Because I didn't want him. And this is why I didn't want him. And it's not a case of, "Oh, I told you so." It's none of that. Yeah, because I'd rather him prove me wrong and start slapping teams. But can somebody tell me a manager that has gone from being so reactive and so defensive to turning into prime Pep Guardiola at Barcelona? There's never been that manager. This is Mikel Arteta ball, and it is boring. It is boring to watch. It's slow. Players look knackered. Saka, he looked knackered. Yeah, he tried, bless him, but he looked knackered. Smith Rowe, knackered, looks worn out. And this is something that I said under Unai Emery, that we overplayed Guendouzi. Lacazette missed 2 absolute sitters tonight, clean through on goal. And was anyone confident he'd score, by the way? Leave it in the comments, because I weren't. I knew he'd miss. And yes, technically we're still in the tie. And I really do hope that he wins it. But whether he wins it or not, sack him. Just sack him. He ain't good enough. He has proven this season, in his first full season, with 2/3 of this squad being his players, that tactically he's out of his depth. He don't know his best 11. Does anyone know our style of play? Leave that in the comments, because we ain't got a style of play, in my opinion. What positives do we take out of that? Real talk. Can anyone tell me the positives? absolutely disgusting performance. And we have seen this for weeks, and a 5-game spell over Christmas saved this geezer big time and got a lot of our fan base on side. A 5-game spell against teams like West Brom and Newcastle that we should be slapping anyway saved this guy. Oh, but he's unearthed the kids. Oh my God. No. Saka and Smith Rowe were balling under Unai Emery. Let's have that right now. Yeah, this guy is out of his depth. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he should be sacked. We're 10th in the table. We've lost 12 games. We've conceded 3 goals less than Brighton. Apparently, he's fixed the defence. We've scored 7 goals more than Brighton, and we've got Aubameyang, Laka, Pepe, and other players. They've got Malpai and Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck couldn't finish a wank. Like, let's be real here. Said it 7 years ago, or whenever, God knows when it was. And I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed. But I shouldn't be disappointed, because if you expect nothing, you can't be disappointed. And if anything, I expect us to put performances in like that. It's an absolute disgrace. There's so many players out there tonight that look like they've given up. Yeah, and that is a damning indictment on this manager's campaign. He's had the job less time than Unai Emery, and we have gone rapidly backwards. The level of performances are shocking. Olympiacos, second leg. Liverpool, West Ham, tonight. Like, can somebody tell me a positive? Real talk. Can somebody tell me that? Because I'm sick and tired of watching this guy, man. Sack him. Just sack him. Go and get a different manager. Rafa Benitez is doing nothing. Man's just waiting for a job. Go and give him the job. Sack him tomorrow. Sack him tonight. Why wait till tomorrow? And go and give Rafa the job as interim basis until the end of the season. And we might have half a chance. But it's unbelievable, because so many people are still backing this manager. And I don't know what they're watching. Maybe they need Specsavers, because I'm watching a manager that looks clueless. He looks lost. Bringing on a treble sub with 10 minutes to go and having a go at Slavia Prague in the last 10 minutes. Turn it in, mate. We slapped this lot, by the way, 7-0. Yeah, with Cesc Fabregas. I think he was 16. Theo Walcott. Players that were deemed not good enough for this football club, by the way, towards the end of their career. Maybe not so much Cesc, but Walcott all day long. We slapped that lot 7-0. That shows how far we've fallen. And it's unforgivable. Sack him. Real talk. Listen, like I said, I'm not even angry. It's an absolute shambles. And it has been. And a FA Cup has papered over and given this guy a pass since he won it. Yeah. Water Break FC manager. Not good enough. Go back to City, mate, because you ain't good enough to manage a football club like ours. I'm out of here.